Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to World of Tanks here with another garage review. This time going to be of the AT-2, not a premium tank this time, no. This is the Tier 5 British tank destroyer, the AT-2. I did use lots of free XP to get to it, yes. I had about 5,000 on the Electo, and then I just thought, do I really want the AT-2? I mean, it's a good tank. But do I really want to spend like 8,000 free XP on it? Then this weekend we've got a half price purchase on tier 2 to 5 regular tanks. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Yeah, let's get it. Why not? So I now have almost every single British tier 5 tank, bar the Bishop. But then, there's the Bishop. I don't particularly want a tier 5 British artillery. Not the Bishop, at least. So, yeah. The Electo, or the AT-2, sorry. So, looking at it, 450 HP is probably the most amount of HP for any tier 5 tank destroyer. You've got the Su-85I with 380. Got the Le Houf with 260, but then artillery. You've got the Archer with 360. You've also got La France. You have got the S-35CA with 330. You've got the Americans with the T-40, which has got 275 HP. Sorry, with the Wolverine. Although the Wolverine has got 340 with the upgraded turret, 360, 370. T-67, that's about 360. So yeah, that's still not as much. You've got the Su-85 with 350. Yeah, there you go, 350 HP. Then you've got Deutschland with Das Stug with 350 again. There you go, 350. 360 for the Stug 4. You've got the Flak Bus with 350. So, yeah. And if you're wondering why I have the T-40 in my garage, it's because I'm trying to get to the Wolverine, because Wolverine Wolverine Achilles, same tank. And actually, speaking of the Stug 4, you have a look here on campaigns. I've actually managed to get 10 out of the 20 commendations that I need to get the Stug 4. I've completed the medium tank mission. I completed that with honours with my 59 pattern. I killed off 2 tank destroyers, Su-100 and something else, and I managed to survive the battle with about 200 and something HP, so I was very lucky to do that. And then the heavy tank one, I actually have the replay for. Here we go, tank destroyer Triumph, 3,000 damage. I did 3,600 in the Rheinmetall Scorpion. So there you go. I completed that with honours as well because I killed a tank. I killed many, like 2 or 3 in that match. So. Anyway, yeah, there's that. So yeah, that was just a little note on the Stug 4 mission there. So, looking at the hull armour now, this is the thing that makes the AT-2 such a little bugger. It has got 203 frontal hull armour across the front. I don't think this hatch counts as a weak spot. The only weak spot on the front of this tank is this. The Commander's Cupola. The side is only 101, as is the rear. However, 203 at the front. That's you can drive OY experimentals and not fear them this time in the AT-2. I mean that's a lot of hull armor. That'll give tier 6s, tier 7s even problems from the front. They won't be so much scared of your gun though, because I'll get onto that. But so yeah, that has a lot of HP, a lot of HP for a tier 5 tank destroyer, but also a lot of armour. It weighs 41.2 tons, however, and does only have a 395 horsepower engine. As you can see, this would be the stock engine, the Nuffield Liberty Mark II. So yeah, that's only got 340 HP. Yeah, 200, yeah, horsepower. Horsepower, HP, same thing. Which gives it a less than 10 horsepower per ton ratio, 9.59. This is not a mobile tank. It only has a 20 kilometers per hour top speed and a 10 kilometer per hour reverse speed. Also, with the upgraded tracks, you only traverse at 20 degrees per second. There we go, with a 44 load limit. If you do use the stock tracks, you can actually max this thing out with a maximum radio, maximum engine, and the top gun, but you can't fit modules. You can fit a single module on here with the stock tracks, which I think is like coated optics or something. But yeah, so you can't really climb hills very fast, you can't traverse very good, and you're very slow. And that's the payoff for having lots of armour. Pretty much. So the concealment actually is pretty good. If you look, 21 compared to the Archer, 26, Excelsior 10, yeah, Churchill 10, Matilda Black Prince 17, 17, 18, 14, 24. So yeah, it is slightly stealthy at least. The concealment when moving, 14.2, yeah, it's not that great, but it's fairly stealthy when you're stationary. However, when you're stationary, you won't be spotting much with 211 meters view range. That's not very good at all. And the radio isn't that great, 550, but we're only at tier 5, and that's a standard British radio. Tier 5 radios, yeah, they're all pretty much the same, you know. 525 for the T-34, 570 for the Matilda 4, 595, 539, but with, there you go, 525, 626, yeah, it's a fairly standard British radio, and we're only at tier 5, so it doesn't really matter. But now we move on to the firepower, and the firepower is the gun, and you can get a choice of two guns on here. You can either use the 6-pounder Mark V, or you can use the 6-pounder or you can use the 3.7-inch howitzer. And I do have both, but I've mounted the 6-pounder because it's the better gun for actually penetrating enemy tanks. That's good for derping away at things, however, that's good for actually killing things. This would be the stock gun, however. 6-pounder AT gun Mark III, 57mm, yeah, 6-pounder. 26.1 rate of fire, very fast firing. 105mm of average pen, 170 with APCR and 30 with HE. 75 damage across the board with 100 with HE. 0.41 dispersion, not very good, and 1.7 aim time. 7.1, that's like artillery. No, it's a 1.7 second aim time, so yeah, it's not that great. However, this upgraded gun is much of an upgrade. 26.1 rate of fire, so it's slightly better rate of fire by 0.1. 110 average penetration and 180 with APCR compared to 105 and 170, so yeah, you get 5 extra penetration. Whoopie-doo. Still 30mm of average pen with high explosive, the same average damage. Better accuracy, 0.37, with a 1.7 second aim time and 540 kilograms weight. And so, yeah, if you've used the Churchill 3 with another 6-pounder Mark V, it's basically exactly the same but more accurate. If you're using the Churchill with the 6-pounder, the Black Prince, well, Matilda Black Prince, the Crusader, it's a standard sort of British gun down at tier 5, other than the Archer, unless you're using the Archer stock gun. But if you don't want to do that and you want to go for the derp factor, then you've always got the 3.7-inch AT howitzer. 94mm, so a large caliber shell with an 8 rate of fire rounds per minute. 47 average pen with HE, 110 with heat. 370 average damage with the HE, 280 with heat. Horrible accuracy, 0.49 with a 2.3 second aim time. So the 6-pounder has got a better rate of fire with better average penetration, worse average damage, better accuracy and a better aim time, effectively. So I've gone with the 6-pounder, but I do have that in reserve just in case. So yeah, with the 100% crew plus a gun rammer, it has got a 30.2 rate of fire, rounds per minute. It's also got a 2 or less than 2 second reload time. I'm not too sure. I did take this gun rammer off of the Matilda Black Prince because I didn't have enough cash to buy one. Then you've got well, the gun depression is pretty good, -7 and 13. The gun arc isn't that great, 13 either side of the gun, but I mean, you aim very quickly, like 1.63 seconds aim time with a 0.35 dispersion. So I mean, yeah, that's all right. I mean, you can always adjust your shots. Yeah. So with a 2,267 DPM. So yeah, that's the basic stats here that we have. Then you've got your regular small repair kit, small first aid kit, small fire extinguisher, or manual fire extinguisher, so yeah. Gun rammer, definitely, you'll want that, because the thing about the 6-pounder, low damage but high DPM. The same with the 17-pounder, it's a sort of standard British thing. They have low alpha but high rate of fire guns. So, yeah, so the gun rammer, definitely going to be wanting that. Camo net you could do, but it's like the TOG, you're very slow. You're not as slow as the TOG, but you are still very slow nonetheless. So you won't really want to be stopping too much because you'll get left behind in the battle. And 203 frontal hull armor you can do very well as a as an assault tank. So yeah, I mean you can go camo net with binos, but I would say probably no. Just act as the assault gun. Ammo rack in case your ammo rack keeps getting damaged. Yeah. Binos, got over that. Coated optics, definitely. You have a very bad spotting range. I mean, you could go binos, but then that would again mean that you have to stay still. So yeah. But coated optics in place of binos, yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Gun lane drive, you don't need it. 1.7 second aim time is very good. Spall liner, definitely. As soon as I can, I'm going to be mounting one of these things on it because artillery loves to shoot you because you're big and slow. So, yeah. But as you can see, in order to actually get it, I would have to spend almost 1,000 gold, and I don't really want to do that because I've just bought 100% crew plus, camo and things. So yeah, don't really want to do. But definitely fit one of them on as soon as possible. Toolbox, yeah, repair speed, always useful, and then improve vents, definitely, to get that rate of fire up. So, yeah, there's your modules, or your equipment. Now you've got your crew, and it's a crew of 4. You've got your commander radio operator, your gunner, your driver, and your loader. So, looking here, yeah, so I'm training him with recon because, you don't have a very good view range, so definitely go with that, and then definitely go situational awareness afterwards. Then signal boosting, then relay, those will be good. Go signal boosting before relay, definitely do that. Then call for vengeance if you want. Sixth sense is always useful, as is eagle eye, especially if you combine with this gun. Especially if you combine eagle eye with dead eye, you'll do lots of critical damage, and you can see exactly what pain and suffering you're causing the enemy tank that you're shooting at. So yeah, eagle eye always useful. Jack of all trades if you want, and then mentor I don't see the point in. Then you've got your common skills. So now we move on to our gunner. So yeah, well, he's already got a steel wall. I've played one game and I have already got a steel wall. If we just go over here, there you go. Already got a steel wall in it. This was the first game that I played. First game that I played, 3rd class mastery badge, steel wall. There you go, 3rd on the team, 1,070 damage blocked due to 3 shots from an OI experimental and 2 shots from a Type T-34, which bounced. So yeah. He's already got himself a steel wall with one game. But he's training Deadeye. Snapshot, you don't have a turret, so I don't see why you would want that. Armour you could do, if you've used a repair kit, getting your tracks up or something, then sure you could go with that. Yeah. The gun's still fairly inaccurate, but yeah. Designate target, yep, that's the same as getting another shot off, so yeah, sure thing, go with designate target, and then you've got your common skills. driver, you'll definitely want clutch braking. Definitely, because 20 degrees per second traverse speed is horrible. So you definitely want clutch braking. Then you'll want to go off-road driving, because, a more mobile AT-2 is always good if it's on your team and if you're the one driving it. Controlled impact, you don't go fast enough to ram things. If things ram into you, you'll love controlled impact. But seeing as you're not going to be ramming things, unless you're like cliff diving on people, then no, don't go with controlled impact. Smooth ride, yep, you could do, be an unrelenting moving wall of death, as you're just shooting out a shot once every less than 2 seconds. Smooth ride, yep, sure, go with that. Preventive maintenance, in case you keep getting set on fire, then you've got your common skills. And then finally your loader, and for my loader I have gone with Adrenaline Rush, because, yay, Adrenaline Rush. Safe stowage is always useful. Go ahead and train that if you want. Then you've got Intuition, in case you're switching between AP and APCR, which I can understand if you are, because 110 average 110 pen is good for tier 5 tanks, but not so much for tier 6s and 7s, so yeah. And that is it. Definitely get yourselves one of these. It's a bag of fun. I mean, as you saw on that game, that was on Himmelsdorf, which is perfect for the AT-2. I went down to the corridor and just kept moving forwards. I was the bane of a OI experimental, because he just kept bouncing off me, didn't penetrate me once. The only time I took damage was from a couple of high explosive shots from a Type 95 Heavy and a couple of penetrating shots from a Type T-34 with his own 57mm. So yeah, it's a very strong tank from the front. Just don't let people get around you, and just keep that gun firing, pretty much. I will try out the 3.7-inch howitzer at some point, because, the derp, but for now I'm going to stick with the 6-pounder. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.